Hey dear listener, welcome or welcome back to another episode of A Walk with A.F.I. Yes, it's me, it's A.F.I, your girl, and today we are talking about something that is very real, the heart of letting go. Now, if you've been following this podcast, you probably remember how I went on a whole rant about NYSC like 2 episodes ago. Yes, yeah, that happened. And honestly, ranting kind of helped, It's made me realize just how much I was holding on to this idea of what my year should look like. But since then, I've had time to sit with my thoughts, and I think I found some clarity and honestly, very interesting one. So I want to share that with you. Let's start. Okay, so let's talk about it. So here is the thing. I came into NYSC with certain expectations. I shouldn't lie. I wanted this to be my year of productivity, growth, and major wins. But reality, it wasn't matching my vision. That's just the truth. And that frustrated me a lot. I kept thinking, am I wasting my time? What? Should I be doing more? Okay. But the more I resisted, the more exhausted I felt. Then it hits me. Maybe this season is not about what I planned, but about what I need to learn. Sometimes we hold on so tightly to our expectations that we miss what is actually happening. We resist, we complain, we struggle. But what if letting go doesn't mean giving up? What if it simply means surrendering to the process? Letting go isn't about just going with the flow in a passive way. We mostly think that's what letting go is all about. But it's about shifting your mindset. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? I started asking myself, what can I learn from this? For me, the lesson is clear as crystal stone. This year isn't about wasting time like I thought. It's about learning to be productive even when I feel so occupied, even when I have people to answer to. Maybe I'm being prepared for something greater, something that requires me to juggle responsibilities while still showing up for my goals. When we accept that our journey won't look like everyone else's journey, we free ourselves from, unnecessary pressure, unnecessary competition, unnecessary complaints, and unnecessary fights. Your story is yours alone, and mine is mine alone. And that means that your process will be different. That's just the truth. And honestly, that is okay. That is fine. We aren't born the same day. And even twins that are giving birth the same day, they don't act the same way. They don't reason the same way all the time. So it's different. Their stories, even though they are coming from the same womb, their stories can't be the same. So one of the hardest things to do is trust a season that feels so uncertain, a season that feels so, that you feel so confused about, a season that feels like, okay, I don't know what is happening. We want clarity. We all do. We want to have control over things. Honestly, like me, I feel when I'm not having control over the things that happen, it's me, I'm like, what am I doing? What is happening? No, I should be in control of this. I should be in control of this. We want that. We want clarity. We want to be the one dictating, okay, this is what I want to see in my life. This is who I want to, make friends with and all of that. But the truth is, real growth happens when we lean into the unknown with faith. Maybe this phase of your life, this phase of my life, isn't about rushing to the next step. Maybe it's about learning patience, resilience, or even discovering parts of yourself that you have overlooked. Trust that the lessons you need will unfold in their own time. And looking back, I realized my little NYSC rant wasn't just me venting. It was me processing the whole thing. And honestly, I'm glad that I did that. Sometimes you have to let yourself feel the frustration before you can find the clarity. So after the whole, ranting that, I had to sit down with my thoughts again, and I had to think. So that was me processing the whole thing. So sometimes it's actually good that, we process whatever situation we are in. It will help us with the clarity that we want and even the closure that we so much desire. And there are practical ways to let go. You might be thinking, how do I let go? How do I actually do this? I'll just share a few things that have helped me. And one is this: release the need for constant control. We always want to be in control, even myself. But for us to really grow through whatever we are going through, we need to release, the need for constant control. I always want to be in control all the time. We often think that if we can control everything, then nothing will go wrong. But life doesn't work that way. Honestly, life doesn't work that way. Trying to control every single detail only lead to stress and disappointment. Yes, it leads to stress, disappointment, pressure, a lot of struggle. Letting go means trusting that even if things don't go exactly as you have planned, exactly as I have planned, they can still work out in beautiful, unexpected ways. It doesn't always have to go the way we expect. It doesn't have to go the way we planned. It doesn't have to go the way we want it. Sometimes things are just meant to go the other way around and they come out beautiful. So when we always try to control things, we end up, messing some things up. So most times it's not always about wanting to control. And another thing that has helped me is practicing gratitude. It's so easy to focus on what is missing or what you wish was different. What can I do to make this better? Or what should I have done? What could I have done? Why am I missing out on this? I should have done it this way. Yeah, I get. It's very easy to do that and look back and keep playing the blame game, piling it all up. But shifting your focus to what you do have, it helps you to, appreciate the present. It helps you to embrace the process. Gratitude grants you, that is just the truth. It reminds you that this phase, this stage, this particular situation, no matter how uncomfortable it may seem or it is, it's still part of your growth story. It's still part of the process. It's still part of your story. It's still part of, you growing. It's still part of your growth. So practice gratitude. Appreciate where you are right now. The truth of the matter is there are things we've been through and we never expected that we will come out of that phase of our life unscratched. But here we are, right? Looking like nothing happened. So this phase will always pass. It won't last forever. So whatever phase, whatever situation that you are in right now, the truth is it will pass. It's not for eternity. So embrace this particular process, embrace the journey, and then shift your focus from outcomes to growth. We are so glued and used to measuring our progress by results, by what we've achieved, by what we've crushed, by what, the milestone, everything like that. But what about who we are becoming? Most times we don't think about the process. We just want the results. We don't even care about who we hurt in the process. We don't care about who we are turning to in the process. It shouldn't be that way. Let's learn to focus, on the process and not just the outcome. Sometimes the most meaningful growth happens silently and quietly in the background, as you show up daily with intention. So when you focus on the process and not just the result, you begin to see how much you are evolving, how much you are changing, how much you are growing, how much you are becoming a better version of yourself. And last but not the least, you need to speak life into your journey. Your words shape your mindset. Believe it or not, the words we say to ourselves, they shape our mindset. So start speaking words that align with where you want to go. Try affirmations like, okay, I am exactly where I need to be. Every season has a purpose. This season of my life is making me stronger. I am coming out fine. I am coming out refined. I am coming out defined. This is just a defining moment in my life. Every season has a purpose. I trust the timing of my life. Say good affirmations to yourself. These simple truths can calm your mind and redirect your focus when anxiety or doubt creeps in. And if you're in a season that feels so uncomfortable, I see you and I encourage you to please, instead of fighting it, ask to yourself, what is this phase trying to teach me? Maybe, just maybe, letting go of your expectations will allow you to fully embrace your journey. So, let me know. Tell me, have you ever struggled with letting go? Because a lot of times I've struggled with that, and it just keeps getting better. And I'm just grateful that, okay, yeah, what I tried to let go the other time is probably not the same thing this time around. But I can pick lessons from the last experiences and then use them again. So, have you also ever struggled with letting go? What helped you to find peace in the process? I shared mine. So, what really helped you? I want to hear from you. So, let's chat about it. Leave a comment for me in the comment section. Message me on social media at A Walk with A.F.I. And if this episode spoke to you, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review. Don't be selfish. Why won't you share this? No, why won't you share this? Okay, I'm cow. Okay, so I encourage you to share if you've learned one or two from this episode. And until next time, please remember that growth happens when we surrender, when we stay present, when we stay open, and where we keep embracing our journey. And I encourage you to keep thriving and keep working on yourself. I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye.